Hey everybody, it's the Real Power of Blue, coming to give you a nice little lesson on how to play 21 Guns by Green Day. Alright, let's just go ahead and get started here, and we're going to start off with the intro. Not the acoustic intro, it's this little opening that you could almost be confused with piano, but it's actually guitar. And the way Billy Joel plays this is he uses a volume swell pedal, so that when he plays these chords, you get this kind of effect. See, now I'm actually doing no picking at all there. Absolutely no picking. I'm just hammering on to these chords, and with my right hand using the volume knob to, right when I hammer onto the chord, bring the volume up. And the volume should be down, and then just bring it right back down. So start off down, hammer on, bring it up, bring it down. Alright, now let me show you those chords. Now these chords are using two notes, one note on the A string, one note on the B string. The first chord is fifth fret on the A string, and a 6th fret on the B string. Sounds like. So next one is 1st fret of the A, 3rd fret of the B. Sounds like. Alright, next one is 8th fret of the A, 10th fret of the A, sounds like. Then we're down to 3rd fret of the A, 5th fret of the B. All together sounds like. Alright, and as you saw, you play that 2 times. And then, right before you go into the verses, you play. All you're doing there is you're playing that 1st fret, 3rd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, by holding it whole note, and then that leads right into the verse. And that is the intro for 21 Guns. Alright, now before I get into the verse, I'd actually might like to make a correction on something that I said in the intro bit. And that would be that what I said is you play that little riff thing 2 times, and then you go into the. The actual correction in that is you don't. You only play that after you've played the initial riff at, I think, about 5 times. But really, if you're playing this all on one guitar, as if you don't have like a rhythm guitarist with you, or somebody's playing lead, you're playing rhythm, you don't need to worry about that. You just play the riff thing 2 times, and then go into the verse thing I'm about to show you. But for somebody who is and does have a second person to play with, what you would do, as I said, is you play that initial riff 5 times, and then go into. Alright. Hopefully I've cleared that up. Maybe not, but who cares. Alright, let's get into this verse riff. This riff is just a little chord progression. It sounds like this. And that chord progression is D minor, A sharp, B flat, whatever you want to call it, B flat power chord, then an F. Now, that can be played as a full F bar chord, but I usually just do a simple F bar chord. And then into a C. Altogether, it sounds like... Alright, and the picking on that, it's not that hard to understand. Just listen to it and you'll get the rhythm. It's not that hard. Now you play that 3 times, and then you end with a... That's B flat, then to a C. And that pretty much is the verse, but what you want to know is that when you first play that, play all that, and then play it all again in the official verse, and then which will lead into the chorus, which starts with the electric guitar. And I'll show you that next. Alright, so now we're going into the chorus, which sounds something like this. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now the way that starts off is at the very end of the verse, you're going to end with a quick hit to a C power chord, and then immediately go into 2 Fs. Now what this is, it's basically a C. If you take a C chord, and then you only play the top 3 strings. So then you go all the way up to a, which is a D, then 4 hits to the C, that's after the 4 hits to the C, 4 hits to the B flat, then down to the F again, then back to the C. So altogether that's... Now you play 4 hits to the C, and if you're playing it this by yourself, you do the little, which is slide. This is all on the B string. Slide from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret, then to the 6th fret, then the 8th fret, all on the B string. And then immediately go right back into everything else. So. So play that 2 times, and then go into this. Just then right back in it. But that is on the first chorus. You end with a long... in the first chorus, you end with a long C. But in the second chorus, you continue on with that C, so it's... which then you go straight into the bridge. And that pretty much is the chorus. And now we're going to go into the bridge.